Tommy Egan is not backing down. Season 2 may have ended in chaos, betrayal, and blood, but Season 3? It's going to be a full-blown war. And not just any war. A war that drags everyone back in. Enemies, allies, ghosts from the past, and yes, even Tariq. The trailer for Power Book 4, Force Season 3, Episode 1 is out, and it's absolutely loaded with clues, reveals, and jaw-dropping moments. But what does it all really mean? Who's about to die? Who's about to return? And what secret deal is already setting Tommy up for either domination or total destruction? Let's break it all down piece by piece, because the Force universe is about to erupt, and no one is safe. Season 3 kicks off right where the storm left us. Tommy just found out Maria was taken hostage by her own brother Miguel, betrayed from within once again. But this time, it's not business. It's personal. That final shot of Tommy in the trailer, eyes locked, rage boiling, driving at night like a man with nothing left to lose. That's not just for dramatic effect. That's Tommy Egan unleashed. No backup, no mercy, no fear. He's going straight into enemy territory alone. But here's where things get interesting. The trailer doesn't show Tommy barging in, guns blazing. Instead, it cuts to Maria holding a weapon inside Miguel's compound, which means one thing. Tommy didn't just rescue her, he armed her, he trusted her, and now the two of them are fighting their way out together. But if you think Tommy's going to let Miguel live after that betrayal, think again. Only, the thing is, when he gets there, Miguel might already be dead. Because there's a shadowy figure grabbing Miguel by the throat in one quick flash of the trailer. You pause it, you look close, and there's a familiar jacket. A style we've seen before. Mirovic. Yes. Him. You thought he was done after that Season 2 prison arc? Think again. Mirovic's back, and it looks like he didn't just escape. He's out for revenge. This time, he's not alone. Because in the criminal world of Chicago, enemies multiply faster than friends. And this season, Mirovic is bringing the whole army with him. Let's not forget Claudia. She was stabbed in Season 2, and everyone thought she was out of the game. But power doesn't work like that. Nobody really disappears. The trailer confirms Claudia's alive, likely recovering in some cold, backroom hospital, but healing fast. Meanwhile, King Kilo, who's been rising in the shadows, is finally stepping into the light. And guess what? He's not just coming for power, he wants revenge. What connects all of them? One name, Tommy Egan. And when Claudia, Mirovic, and Kilo sit at the same table, plotting, scheming, aligning, it's only a matter of time before the city turns on its most feared outlaw. Tommy's no longer the hunter, he's the hunted. But let's be clear, Tommy has never been easy prey. Still, what makes Season 3 so dangerous for him isn't just the outside threats, it's the traitors in his own camp. Because not every knife is visible, and not every ally stays loyal. Tommy's enemies aren't just coming from the outside. Some of the most dangerous players this season are the ones who pretend to stand beside him. And Season 3 is wasting no time in dealing with the snakes. Let's start with Vic. After his betrayal in Season 2, selling Tommy out, lying to everyone, and flipping sides for his own survival, his fate is sealed. The trailer gives us all the clues we need. That drowning scene? That's not random. That's Vic's ending. And who carries it out? Diamond. Yes, Diamond is back. And though his relationship with Tommy was fractured, he's not done fighting. Even in Season 2's mess, there was one thing that never changed. Diamond follows loyalty, not noise. And when Tommy gives him the order, when he finally learns the full extent of Vic's treachery, he doesn't hesitate. Just like Diamond drowned Leon's father, he delivers justice, old school, silent, brutal, permanent. But even with Vic gone, the war isn't over. If anything, it's just beginning. Because Shanti and Jannard, they're playing the long game. They're smarter, more patient. They know that openly crossing Tommy is a death sentence. So what do? They act like allies. Shanti keeps feeding him just enough truth to earn trust. Gennard lowers his weapons, walks the line, talks like a friend. But every word, every handshake, is a trap. They're not planning for a single kill. They're planning for a collapse. Take Tommy out at the right moment, when he's most exposed. Maybe when he thinks he's finally safe, finally surrounded by loyal soldiers. That's when the real betrayal hits. And the worst part? Tommy can feel it. You can see it in the trailer. His face, his instincts, they're screaming at him. He knows there's a mole, but he just doesn't know who yet. And when you're leading a war, trying to rescue the woman you love, and navigating alliances with killers, you can't afford to second-guess your team. That's how you get shot in the back. Now let's talk about Diamond again, because his journey this season isn't just about loyalty. It's about recovery. Season 2 broke him. Watching the game twist into chaos, watching his decisions lead to death, betrayal, and regret, it messed with his code. That's why after Vic's execution, he takes a step back. He doesn't vanish, but he pauses, recenters, and that leaves Tommy alone, for now. But Tommy never stays alone for long, because just when it looks like he's surrounded, just when every door is closing, another one opens, and through it steps someone no one expected. Tariq. That's right. The trailer teases a reunion that fans have been waiting for. A call was made, a voice answered, and we all know what that means. Tariq and Tommy, back in the same universe, same city, same war. Whatever history they have, whatever scars, whatever pain, whatever blood lies between them, it doesn't matter now. Because in this game, family is complicated. Loyalty is twisted. And when the world turns on you, the only one who truly understands is another survivor. And here's the twist that's going to drive fans wild. This isn't just a cameo. This isn't some random crossover moment. No, Tariq is stepping into force. This is the setup for the future, the legacy, the next phase of power. But that future can only happen if they both survive what's coming next. And survival, in this season, that's not promised to anyone. Now that the battlefield is clear, and every player has chosen a side, or is pretending to, Season 3 turns from chaos to strategy. And the Force universe has always been more than just shootouts and power grabs. It's about trust, betrayal, family, and how fast loyalty can crumble when survival's on the line. Tommy knows he can't win this war alone, and even though he's as dangerous solo as most crews are together, even he understands. This war isn't just about bullets anymore, it's about chess moves, alliances, and timing. That's where the real tension kicks in, because while his enemies, Mirovic, Kilo, Claudia, are consolidating their power, Tommy is forced to build from the ashes. And first up is Tariq. Their reunion is going to be the biggest shock of Episode 1, and not just for us, but for everyone around them. Think about it. These two haven't truly stood side by side since Ghost's death. Their history is blood-soaked, messy, layered with trauma, but it's also tied together by the only thing more powerful than vengeance: shared survival. They've both lost everything. They've both killed to stay alive. And now, facing mutual enemies and a bigger threat than either has dealt with alone, they need each other. The post-credits scene from Power Book 2. Ghost made it clear. Tariq is done waiting in the shadows. He made a call, he promised action, and now he's stepping into the world of Force, not as a boy trying to survive, but as a man ready to take control. Episode 1 will show the first moments of their new alliance, and it'll shake the entire Chicago underworld. Because if there's one thing everyone knows about Tariq, it's that he's unpredictable, calculated, and willing to risk everything. And here's the bigger play no one sees coming. This isn't just about surviving the war in Season 3. This is the foundation for the next Power era. Call it what you want. Power Legacy, Ghost and Force reunited, the next chapter. But Tommy and Tariq aren't just allies now. They're endgame. They're the bridge between every universe this franchise has built. Now, let's rewind. Because while Tommy's alliance with Tariq is a game changer, it doesn't erase the ticking time bomb in his own house. Gennard and Shanti are still quietly watching, building, planning. They haven't made a move yet, but they're gathering soldiers, whispering to the right people, promising a future without Tommy at the top. Shanti's smarter than most give her credit for. She understands optics. She knows not to challenge Tommy when he's roaring. But the second he looks weak, when he turns his attention to bigger wars, she'll be ready to move. Her game is slow but deadly. And she's not just doing it for power. She's doing it because she believes Tommy's style is outdated, that his rage is a liability, that she can run Chicago better. As for Gennard, he's trying to hold back. He knows crossing Tommy too soon could cost him everything. But that ego, that hunger for control, it's not going anywhere. And the more Shanti whispers, the more Gennard starts seeing a future without Tommy's name on every corner. Then there's Claudia, cold, calculating, quiet, for now. While she recovers from her wounds, she's not thinking about escape. She's planning resurrection. Her return will be precise, surgical, and devastating. She's already planted her influence in the right corners, paid off the right doctors. She's alive, and that alone makes her more dangerous than ever. But none of these threats compare to the silent ones. Because this season, more than any before, is about the power of secrets. Who's leaking info from the inside? Who tipped off Miguel about Maria and Tommy? And most importantly, who's really playing both sides? The trailer hints that Tommy has someone close who's been feeding his enemies, someone he trusts. And when the truth comes out, it won't be loud, it'll be quiet, personal, painful. And the aftermath? It won't be a shootout, it'll be vengeance. And right when Tommy thinks he's found the mole, something else hits him harder. Kate Egan, Tommy's mother. She's always been a chaotic force, emotional, manipulative, drug-addled, broken. And yet, she's his only living family. Or was. Because there's a rumor floating in the Force fandom, and it's picking up steam. What if Kate knows something about another sibling? What if Ghost and Tommy weren't the only ones in the game? It sounds wild, but Power loves a legacy twist, and Season 3 feels like the perfect moment to drop a generational bombshell. Whether it's true or not, one thing is certain. Kate's return is coming, and when it does, Tommy won't be ready. Now let's not forget the streets, because while the big names are plotting war, the streets of Chicago are bleeding. The smaller crews, the corner soldiers, the suppliers, they're all caught in the crossfire. Some are looking for protection, some are looking to switch sides, and a few? They see the chaos as opportunity. Expect new characters, some ruthless, some reckless, to rise from the shadows, not as main villains, but as wild cards, people with nothing to lose. People who can tip the balance with one bold move. And every move brings us closer to one thing. All-out war. Everything in Power Book 4. Force has been building to this. Every betrayal, every alliance, every moment of bloodshed, it all leads to Season 3, the final season. And if there's one thing Power fans know, it's that this universe doesn't end quietly. It ends in fire. Tommy Egan isn't just fighting for his territory anymore, he's fighting for his legacy, for everything he's built, everything he's lost, and most importantly, for the future he never thought he'd care about until now. Maria changed something in him. She exposed a side of Tommy we haven't seen in years, not since Ghost, not since Holly. This isn't the reckless, hot-headed version of Tommy we met in the early seasons. This is a man who's been through the storm, and is now walking back into it, knowing exactly what it might cost him. But what makes Season 3 different is that everyone around Tommy is also operating on borrowed time. Claudia wants to reclaim her throne, but the moment she steps back into the streets, she becomes a target. King Kilo thinks he's the next kingpin, but he doesn't realize the game is about to shift beneath his feet. Mirovic, though terrifying, is still a relic of a dying system. Angry, violent, but not nearly as strategic as the players rising from the shadows. And those shadows? They belong to Tariq. Tariq's role in this season will be slow-burning but critical. At first, he'll just observe. Watch Tommy's world, measure its cracks, test his place in it. But make no mistake, Tariq didn't come just to help. He came to learn, to adapt, and maybe, deep down, to replace. Because that call he made at the end of Ghost? It wasn't just about family, it was about opportunity. And Tariq has learned from the best, from Ghost, from Tasha, from Effie, from Brayden. He knows how to stay 10 steps ahead. So while everyone else is trying to take Tommy down, Tariq might be the only one actually setting him up. But this isn't a betrayal. Not yet. It's survival. The two of them will clash. They'll disagree. They'll fight. But they'll also find something unexpected. Respect. Mutual recognition. A shared fire. Because love them or hate them, Tommy and Tariq are the last men standing in a world that chewed up and spit out everyone else. And that's why the Power Legacy spinoff matters. This final season of Force isn't just about who lives or dies. It's about who becomes legend. We've already heard the whispers. Power Legacy is coming, and it won't be built on the backs of ghosts. It will be built by survivors, by the ones who adapt, the ones who evolve, the ones who can carry the weight of an empire into a new generation. That's what makes Season 3, Episode 1 so important, because it's not just a premiere, it's a launch pad. The teaser already says fall 2025 for the official release, and if we line that up with past seasons, September is the most likely date, which gives fans just enough time to rewatch, theorize, and prepare for the most explosive chapter in the Power universe. The alliances will shift, the bodies will drop, and the betrayals, they'll cut deeper than ever. Tommy's final war has begun, and whether he wins, dies, or disappears into legend, one thing is clear. This is the end of Force, and the beginning of something bigger. So, if you're ready for answers, if you're ready for chaos, and if you're ready to see Tommy and Tariq change the game forever, make sure you're locked in. Because Power Book 4. Force isn't just ending, it's going out with a bang. And there you have it. Season 3 of Power Book 4. Force is coming in hot, and Episode 1 is set to blow everything wide open. From Tommy's explosive warpath, to Tariq's shocking return, to secret alliances and deadly betrayals, this isn't just another chapter. This is the final battlefield. Every scene, every word, every move from now on matters more than ever. The trailer gave us just a taste, and already we're drowning in tension, twists, and possibilities. But here's the real question. Who's going to make it out alive? Will Tommy finally get his revenge, or lose everything in the process? Is Tariq truly back to help? Or is he here to take over? And what secrets are still waiting to be exposed in the shadows? Whatever happens next, one thing is guaranteed. This season will change Power forever. So if you're as hyped as I am, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. And if you caught something in the trailer that I missed, drop it in the comments below. I'll be reading every theory. There's a war coming to Chicago, and we're all front row. Stay locked in. The Force universe is about to rewrite its final chapter. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.